This is more
Okay.
important now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
fun experiment. So,
When
okay.
do we start to be live? Is it already live?
We are already live, Andre.
Oh my god! This sounds like the kids which Discord internet. It's like, when is it starting? It's starting right now. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
let's see. So far I have no idea if someone is listening. Comments
I
and
don't even have the
reactions.
Facebook page. Oh, I
It's
see.
not on our page, it's on my private profile now. Let me look it up on Facebook so I can
Yeah,
see
I
it.
see it.
You see it?
Yep. But it's like you're like sharing screen of your Audacity.
Yeah, I'm sharing
You
screen
can.
of Audacity.
Oh my god.
And you can hear yourself? Is that true? Like,
I don't know.
hi,
Not sure
Dama.
if I want to. I'll. I don't know.
Okay. Andre is watching. I see it
I
now.
guess I hear something. When do we start?
Okay.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
This
Okay.
is ridiculous.
That's a funny experiment. Let's
Oh way.
do this one
Okay.
live. Okay. Perfect.
Mhm.
I feel a bit embarrassed,
Oh,
but
oh.
it's okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what you decided to do.
Yeah. So I have to move some windows over here. Okay. So good.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's try.
Mhm.
Should we start record?
Should we just hit the record?
Yeah.
3, 5, 6, 7 now. I just clicked.
Error.
All right.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
I already clicked on it. Because why not?
Ah, no way.
Ye-
Wait.
Yeah, you're gonna
Build
have to think in
microphone.
my world.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can totally hear.
Okay, arrow when opening sound device, please check the recording device setting in the product. Ah, the going
Amazing.
live. Okay, let me try again.
All right. And so did it crash or what?
It did not get my microphone since we're live. But let's try. Okay,
Jesus Christ. Should I
let's
just
try
stop
again.
recording and use it
Oh
again?
yeah, now it's working. Okay,
Oh my god.
good. So just we just do it over, or we say 3, 2, 1, and okay.
3, 2, 1, and okay. And on okay, we click the
Okay, hit record.
uh,
3,
all right,
2,
I'm
1, go. Okay,
all
we're
right,
live.
you got it.
If someone
Cool.
if someone live is listening to this right now, please write a comment or leave us a reaction because I can't see anything here inside of my program right now. I don't know if someone is listening to it.
Well, you could
Let's
just
see.
reset the screen and make space for your Facebook there.
For my
Duh.
yeah, I could do. But
Yeah.
let's give them the full view of how it's like to record a podcast. So yeah,
Yeah.
Andre, for the listeners,
All
who are
right.
you?
Which listeners? There's nobody listening. I'm just
Maybe
kidding.
there's somebody live listening. I don't know.
All right. Yeah. So this is the first time live on Facebook. I was trying to avoid it. Anyway, I'm Andre Hamola. I'm a UX designer based of Austin, Texas.
Nice.
Working at IBM actually. Forgot
Oh,
to
at
say that.
IBM. Didn't know that.
Mhm. Mhm. Serious business. All right, Samuel, your turn.
I'm Sammy Schuckert. I'm a user experience designer too, and I work for IBM here in Germany, Böblingen. And on the side,
Mm,
I just launched with 2 other guys our side project called Lito, which is a voice web communication tool for remote or distributed teams.
okay. And guess what? We are using Lito to communicate and to create this podcast. So,
Yes,
whoa.
that's Lito. People
Yeah.
live on Facebook can see it now.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
Ooh.
cool. Nice. So, I got like 2 things we could talk about. 2 ideas. I've been
Yeah.
working a lot on the voice system project. So I've been playing with animations and emotions. That's kind of interesting. So we can talk about that. And at the same time, you released the Lito, right? Like you did a product hunt, a lot of marketing around it.
Yes.
So we can chat about it too. So what about we
Yeah.
start with that?
Yeah. Tell me a bit about your voice assistant project, if you're allowed to do that on a live stream.
Okay, we will not do retail then. We'll do yeah. So I'm not allowed probably to say the name of that thing. It's the side project which I'm working at IBM, and So I've been going through the whole cycle of developing a voice system. At the moment, I'm kind of like waiting for, I'm like preparing for research, to get things organized and to actually create a natural conversation diagram, which means that I'm gonna basically have one person pretending, it's more like a role play exercise where one person is gonna be pretending that I'm the assistant and the other person is gonna be the user. Gonna have natural conversation between, and that's what I'm gonna capture and input into the Watson assistant. So basically, it's gonna sound natural. It's not gonna be like very scripted because I can write a whole conversation diagram myself, but it's not gonna be probably like the most natural conversation because I want to get all the yeah, all right, okay, all those kind of like little things in there. So that's kind of exciting. But while I'm waiting for that, I started building animations and like the whole onboarding experience, and I found it very interesting. Because at first, like I designed the.
What kind of like animation is it? Is it a web app? Is it mobile? Is it for?
All right. Yeah. Sorry. I see like the app in front of me right now, so that's why I'm kind of like, yes, I know what it's about. Yeah, it's gonna be a mobile app, and in this mobile app, there's gonna be a voice assistant. And yeah, basically it's going to be a new thing, new feature of the app. So I gotta, introduce it somehow, right? So there needs to be an onboarding experience and, something like this thing is added there. And I also want to add some emotions to it. So it's not just like, hey, this and this app added new voice assistant features, you know, or something like that. Click on it and to try it out, whatever. I want to have it like very organic. It's just going to like, suddenly something's going to show up on your screen, you know. You're going to tap on it. And then like the whole screen turns like black, like pitch black. It's something like in a trailer fashion. It's going to be like this and this company introduces this and this voice assistant with like a name. I'm not going to use the name's voice assistant. And then it's basically just out of a sudden it's going to wake up. It's going to show up, you know. It has closed eyes. It's going to open eyes. Then it's going to wink at you and it's going to say, hey, I'm this and that. And this is how I'm going to be helping you. And because people are logged in before, it knows your name, so it's going to use it there, like start forming the bond with you, which is kind of, might sound creepy, but it's not going to be creepy. And it will explain you like basic things, you know, how you can use it.
How do you deal with like expectations? I guess if you're like making it this human thing, that living thing, that people have certain expectations, and if you don't meet those, people are disappointed, or yeah.
I honestly didn't think about it yet. I just want to like get something out there for like testing, just like to get some my first ideas across. So I'll get to it at some point later. But what I'll tell you, it was very interesting. Like the prototyping stage is it's kind of cool because at first I was like, all right, let's just use Sketch, and I did like the main screens in Sketch, you know, I was like, on this pane, it's going to show up. On this artboard, it's going to have open eyes. And I didn't go in details, like, how it's going to be like.
But then you said it's a voice assistant. How did you prototype that voice assistant part then in there? Because
right.
There must be an interaction between the user and the system.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. Is like, so like it starts, you know, with, it's basically introducing that there is a voice assistant, and then the voice system starts to speak with you, right? So it's a combination of like before and after, right? And so the way how I did it, so like I went from Sketch to Adobe XD, and in Adobe XD I was prototyping the voice interaction. So basically I could say, hey, let's just come up with an assistant name, hey Anna, for example. So you say, hey Anna, and then it's gonna activate her and she can do some stuff. And she's going to speak to you back. And then I did it like in XD, but it was funny because I just exported the artboards from the Sketch file, put them in XD, and then it was all like JPEGs or PNGs, you know, like it's not very static. There's a much better workflow where I could actually build all these artboards in XD, and I could use the animation feature, the auto-animate stuff, and then basically I can have the whole thing like live in XD. So and it works pretty interesting. It works pretty well actually. I don't know if you play with the animations within XD, but It's if you ever use like Keynote, of course you use Keynote, but like in Keynote, Magic Move, you know about that one?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
so it's
where
like the
it's like
animation.
automatically make this
Yeah,
transition between the objects. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So you can do the same in XD, and I really like that because like on one screen, let's say you have the assistant. Let's say there's a circle, and on the left side of the screen, on the first pane, it's invisible. On the other pane, or artboard, it's like 100% visible. And
Mm-hmm.
then basically they just do the transition between which is kind of cool. So now I have like 20 artboards just for like the winking and kind of waking up stuff. I find it maybe in long term, it might be better to do these animations in like After Effects or Adobe Premiere or something like that. But at the same time, it's just I don't know. It's just more like you can change the variables. You can get the numbers and you can get the seconds immediately from that XD file. And you can change it, and you don't have to always export it as a video, which I think is like really helpful at the moment. So kind of cool.
So
yeah.
you're saying you want to test that with there were likes coming in, probably from a WhatsApp group. I posted in a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Still in Weird Life. So yeah, I guess you then will test with a video, or is there like some kind of I imagine like voice assistants can be tested with the Wizard of Oz method.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you plan to
Wizard,
to test your prototype?
All right, so there will be multiple prototypes. This one, it's basically there are like two reasons why I'm doing it. So one thing is like to put my ideas somewhere. Second of all, I want to share the ideas across with a stakeholder, so they get it where I'm trying to go with it, and then I might be testing it. So like let's say this first prototype will be only for like things like suddenly showing up in your app, and how do you introduce the user? How do you start forming the bond, the relationship? Cool. Sounds weird, but it's not going to be weird. And basically, yeah, then we might switch to another prototype where actually there's going to be like a real person doing the role play stuff with you. So yeah,
gotcha. Yeah, sounds kind of a good, great project. Yeah, I'm curious now how this turns out. Like, you probably can share like maybe in one of the next episodes how you like. I'm curious now, what are the things your original hypotheses were, which then changed because of the user research and the insights you got? And
yeah, there could be anything. Like it's like
and I guess there's also a lot of learning in how you test something like that.
Oh sure, yeah. It's like completely new thing for me, so I'm really excited. I can be doing it. The one thing which I really want to avoid is like, I mean, yes, the assistant might be like, if it's like out there in the app, it might be like winking or like, not winking, like closing the eyes from time to time, like pretending to be more like human. Thing is that people might hate it. We remember like Microsoft or Clippy or stuff like that. It's like, hey, waving at you the whole time. Like for example, because like, I found out that, humans in general, they blink with their eyes like every 4 seconds, So then I set up, the assistant to like, do that every 4 seconds. But like if you're using the app and you are focusing on the work and there's this thing like blinking all the time, that's annoying. So it needs to be like maybe it will blink in the beginning a bit more, then it's going to stop blinking. I don't know, but there is a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot that can go wrong. Like, imagine that. Yeah, I wrote my master thesis, and quickly let me bring it up to. So it's there's some floating windows here. So it's available under personalized user experience. You can read the whole thing online for the people in the live stream. And I basically wrote on some of those things, and I covered Clippy and what they did wrong there and prevent interruptions and stuff like that. So the one thing that I'm curious what you will find out with your user research is if people are, and I said that earlier, if people are having these expectations, if you make it too human and the machine can't match those expectations or meet those expectations.
Right.
Because that's the worst experience you can have then. And it was kind of that with Clippy. That was one of the problems they had.
Yeah. I had a really good designer with sorry, like to say, I had a really good meeting with a designer at IBM, and he was building. I don't know, this is probably confidential, but like something like with an like a voice assistant, right? Very big thing for conferences. And he told me one of the most important things that you gotta do is like you have to set the expectations right in the beginning. So like you gotta explain it as like, hey, I'm gonna be helping you with this and that, and that's it. If you ask me about the weather in Costa Rica, I don't know. I don't care. I'm not that thing, and that's why I'm going to be stupid. So, like, I'm going to be helping you with the workflow. You can ask me some questions about the things you see on the screen, but that's it. Finito. So, I found that very interesting, and you have to really say it in the beginning to people that, like, are not, like, trying to mess with the system.
Yeah. I can see that.
But yeah, let's see what the research will come back with.
Yeah, I'm curious. Let the listeners know in the next episode.
Oh yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Awesome. I guess now we can switch topics. Talk a bit about what was going on with Lito.
Yeah. I'm super excited that you did more like the marketing promotion of that thing, and that you really worked hard like to get it, to Product Hunt and everywhere else. So you can talk about it, like how you did or why you did it. Because we don't have time to chat about it yet.
Yeah. So beginning this year, so January 3rd, me and two friends, which are building Lito. I can quickly bring up the landing page here in the live stream, which is a virtual office for your remote or distributed team. We did a big product hunt launch, and we became number 4 product of the day on January 3rd. And it was intense day, and the preparation was intense and a lot of work this time again, and also the work you had to put in afterwards. Yeah,
so talk about what you had to do before and then also after.
Yeah, so before, like Product Hunt, you can think of is like a one-shot thing. So it's all in one day. You have to get everything right. You have to get the momentum right on this day.
Yep.
It's basically, for the people who don't know Product Hunt, it's a website where it's a community where people share interesting new products. But this can have all kinds of ways you can think of the product. It's books, it's courses, it's digital SaaS software, it's apps, it's gadgets, it's all kinds of things. It's hardware. And how it works is you have a best of list throughout one day, and basically what matters are the top 10 of the day. So there's a backlog of new posted things, but only the most popular are the ones that are on the landing page itself. And so what you're trying to do is you try to get as much momentum as possible within that day to move up the ranking and get featured on the landing page in these top 10. So that's your goal. And how you do that, if we go back to, quickly go to, we have to type it in again, to our hunting page. So everyone gets like a nice detail page. You need some sort of a catchy logo, and what is kind of a best practice. What we found out, what we didn't do with our last app, we got hunted with an app we developed in 2016. By the time we used the static logo. This time we used something to pop out of those top 10. If everyone will start doing this, like there is more and more people starting to use GIFs as a logo because it's kind of like getting your attention in these top 10. But if everyone is doing this, then there's probably no point of doing this anymore. But
dude, that would be Yeah, that would be like a Chinese website with all those flashy things.
Yeah. It's we are getting kind of there on Product Hunt, but we're still not there. So it's still a good tactic to get attention in these top tens.
It's a great idea. Great that you found out that you can do that, and you actually did it. Yeah, cool. So basically, Product Hunt is like awards.com. Like you have one day, and you have one shot, and you really have to like focus on getting as many people as you can. So everybody's like voting for it, so you get like bigger promo. Got it. What day what day of it? What was it?
It was a Thursday. It was shortly after New Year, and it was Thursday. So usually, like the starting of the week, and this week there was New Year's Eve, but usually like Mondays, Tuesdays are packed with new products. Like you get a lot of competition, and you like kind of like need to get a sense. Like there's no guarantee that you have not that crowded day, but you need to get before a little bit of sense when a good day would be to hunt your product. So probably if something big is around the corner to be launched from one of the big companies like Facebook, Instagram, Google, you name them, then you shouldn't be hunted on that day, because your chance to get number one on that day and compete with their product is really it's hard to do. So you need to get a little bit of a feeling for what's gonna be hunted.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me a bit. This is like a shameless plug. The Porsche Evolution website, which I did when I published on awards.com. I went to win the website of the day, and I think it was like 22nd of December when I put it there, and I hope to get the website of the day. The problem which I faced is that the same day there were a lot of companies or other websites which posted like Christmas or like winter edition of their website or something. It was just about like Christmas stuff. Yeah. And so basically I was competing with that, and I didn't realize it. It was too late already. So I didn't win the website of the day. I got honorable mention. I got shit ton of like stuff from it. So like it really worked. Yeah, you can see it right there. Like it. Yeah. I got so many visitors from the website. Like we have today we have 280,000 visitors on the website. So it's kind of cool. But it could have been the best website of the day, and it could have been in the book. But if maybe I thought more about it. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it worked. So anyway.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to promote your, like, get traffic from another community to your site. Like that's always a good marketing tactic to start off.
Yeah. But if you really think about marketing, you got to think about exactly when you do it. I could have waited for like there's like how we call it like a Ogurken period in Slovak. It's like there's like nothing happening, but whatever. Yeah. Lessons learned.
So there, like for Product Hunt, there are certain tactics you can use, and we learned that also the hard way by being hunted before with another product. So one thing, I reached out to a person, and which I'm following for a long time, and I'm with buying his products too, and have we know each other already over the internet. We don't know each other personally. I'm at the moment wearing his shirt from one of his communities. You can see it on the live stream, called Mega Mega. This guy is called Justin Jackson. He's a marketer from Canada. And what makes him special in this community and all around the net, he has a huge following. He has, on Product Hunt, 7,000 followers, which is a lot on Product Hunt. Like, you can't compare Product Hunt with Twitter or something because the community is much smaller. But to have 7,000 followers on Product Hunt is huge. And the advantage you get when someone like him hunts you. So maybe I should explain for the listeners what a difference between the makers and the hunters are in this community.
Yeah,
for people that don't know. So
I don't even know.
Yeah. You don't know. Okay, then I probably need to explain it. So there is always a hunter. That's the person who discovered the product and introduces it to the community. This person is crucial, as I said before. If he has a huge following, everyone gets a notification that he hunted something. So there are notifications. You get also email notifications. And the people you follow, you see it here, they then like the community sends you a notification that this person did something, introduced something to the community. So that's a great way to leverage a following of your hunter. So yeah, he was so kind to, and really thank you, Justin. If you ever listen to this, really, so much thankful for you doing this for us. Now the second time, so really thank you. And so, yeah, this gives you a huge boost in the beginning because all the people probably will check out your site, and some of them who like it will leave an upvote. So that's one of the things we made sure that we have a hunter that has a certain reputation within the community.
Gotcha. So you said, so there is a big difference if I can go there and I can put my own product there, right? Or
yeah, you can do that. People do that all the time.
Yeah.
But if you are not having a huge following, it's sometimes better to kickstart it with someone else following. Yeah.
Smart. It's like you have an influencer who's helping you out. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Good. Smart.
And then another tactic we used is like try to use as much movement material, I would say, like moving material, like videos or GIFs to explain your product, because you have like you get the attention of those people for not that long, and you try to engage them with your product as much as possible. So GIFs are a good way, or having an introduction video. So I recorded up front. I recorded this 6-minute video giving a walkthrough for the community. So I intentionally called it Walkthrough Product Hunt and said thank you that they are going to check it out and give us feedback on that. And this was really helpful for the people to understand what the product is and which kind of feedback we are looking for.
Well, that's cool. So like you didn't do a generic video, which was like for every single social media platform or YouTube or whatever. You did specifically for Product Hunt. I like it.
Yeah. And there's another thing, another tactic that then is in the same direction. So
tell me about the shady strategy that you monkey business of sugar. Yeah.
So if you are getting to the landing page from Product Hunt, they put this reference up here in your URL, and with a little bit of JavaScript, you can read this reference here and then bring in some content, especially for the people coming from Product Hunt. So if people are not from Product Hunt, they won't see this banner up here. And so we had a special Hello Product Hunters for them on the website, which pointed out our special discount on that day for them. So if they signed up, we gave them a special discount. That's also a great strategy to get the people to sign up and subscribe to your plans if you offer them exclusive discounts at the beginning.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
nice.
That's also smart.
So did you get the traction you wanted, the visibility, or how'd it go?
Yeah, totally. We ended the day with 180 upvotes. So we got roughly 100 again after the hunt. We still get signups from Product Hunt. We still get traffic each day. If you end up within the top 5, like we did number 4, you are featured on the following day in the newsletter. That gives you also, again, a boost of traffic. And then the comments were great. Like, people reached out to us. They're like, Product Hunt is a community that is really, really helpful for getting feedback. They're taking the time asking questions and leaving comments and stuff like that. So this was helpful for us, not only on the community itself, but also through our chat widget on the website on that day. We got a lot of feedback there.
That's cool. Did you get any big company like chatting with you, like, hey, like this is why I would like to buy it, or like absorb you into our system or something like that?
Not yet, but we had some like companies reaching out, so you get a lot of offers, like from agencies that want to do your communication or strategy, want to improve your strategy afterwards. So there's a lot of exposure you get from that. We got some press coverage from smaller blogs. People have you get a lot of coverage on social media, especially Twitter, because a lot of people have like automations set up to tweet about each day the top 5 or 10 most upvoted products on Product Hunt. So you get a lot of tweets on that day too. So, but no one like reached out to us with a really big offer. We have now some customers that are probably came from Product Hunt originally, but that was all in the week after.
Yeah. Were you also getting some spam or like weird offers or like weird?
Yeah, there reach people out that try to make it sound like it is an offer that costs nothing and there's no cost to it. And if you like, they want to set up a call and then at the end they put a price tag of 4K on it, and you're like, okay, I should have known that from the beginning. So yeah, you get a lot of like these kind of people reaching out to you afterwards too.
But it's flattering, right? You're getting popular, so you're getting offers.
Yeah.
I'm having the same. Even today with the Porsche Evolution website, people are either like, yeah, we can totally improve it, or like, oh, I want to build the same website but for washing machines or something else, you know. It's kind of cool. I mean, I mean, if it's a legitimate person, I would reply and like politely say, hey, I don't really got time right now, but thank you, that's nice of you. But like there's shit ton of like junk that you just have to delete, but it's still nice. Like you're getting some traction from outside world.
Yeah, that's the best part of it. I wouldn't say you can only rely on that. What caused that is also momentum for my team. So now we try to keep that momentum. We try to do as much marketing as we can right now to keep the word about Lito up. And this is the hardest part right now because you get this boost of traffic, this boost of attention, and then it flattens. And then you try to bring it up again to get to a point where you probably get close to what you got on that day. And that's where it's getting interesting. And we're currently in that, like, getting a bit up the curve again after it flattened after the Product Hunt launch.
Yeah, there's always like a big hype about everything, then like it kind of disappears. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm kind of like looking forward to see what you're gonna do, like what's gonna be the next thing. Like if you're gonna do like Instagram paid adverts, you know, with like some German actors, you know, using that thing. Or like you remember the Zoom advert where they were pretending? Was it Zoom? I think it was Zoom. Like there was like the typical conference. I think that thing. Yeah, that would something like that would be great for Lito, I think.
The social media advertisement is like a thing I already looked into, but you need to spend so much money to get started, to learn and like get the ads right that you get a good return of investment. I'm not sure if we can do this right now. We're currently looking into more ways how we can, with almost no budget, get exposure. One of the things I will look into this weekend is SEO, so search engine optimization. We need to get better at that.
You should have that.
It's hard to do. Like currently, we do not have a content management system on our website, so it's hard coded. So the next thing will be to probably port our website to a WordPress theme, to have a blog and have a proper setup sitemap underneath, that it's search engine optimized, that we can like quickly exchange words on the website without going into the code, and play around with that. Yeah,
that's gonna be an interesting challenge, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I was working yesterday on the WordPress website, and it's just like if you don't do it for a while, you're like, what the fuck, you know? Like, but yeah, do it definitely. Like I think the hardest thing is gonna be matching is a template, like what you see right now on your screen, with some kind of WordPress template, and like you're gonna have to do a lot of like magic stuff so it looks the same. But yeah, cool. But I guess you like fill the meta tags, right? Like the description, titles, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you have that done, right?
Yeah, we already did that. But a thing that comes with a content management system is you can do it individually for each and every site. So if you have a subpage, you can have different metadata there. which helps you to,
But
for different keywords, rank differently with different pages of your
sure,
website.
but it's essentially, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you have 30 HTML files, you can change the keywords in all 3 of them.
Yeah, we already.
It's not the best thing for. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like we are using HTML, but we are plugging it together with PHP. So I would essentially need different headers for each different header files.
I think
it's a lot of work.
You might be able. Yeah, I know. I think you might be able to plug some in the header. There should be definitely a way how you can inject it from PHP. Look into that. Yeah, I mean, like, it's definitely, if you want to write blogs, it makes sense to have that. But you can also write blogs on Medium. But having them on the website makes probably more sense. Yeah.
That's an interesting topic that you bring it up. Have you heard of Basecamp leaving Medium?
No.
You haven't?
Tell me about it. Yeah.
So Basecamp, Basecamp, Jason Fried and David Hansen, DHH, the 2 founders.
Yeah.
They recently moved their blog, their famous blog, Signal versus Noise, back to their own website and left Medium. And I've not read the article that DHH wrote on why they quit Medium, but I will probably do that today or tomorrow. And yeah, it's interesting. They try to go independent with their content again.
Well, I think there might be something about it. Let me tell you from my perspective. Like, so when let's go back like 6-7 years ago. When Facebook was starting and it was really popular, we were, our racing team, we were trying to get as much traffic on our website so that we can prove it to our sponsors and everyone that, we have this much traffic. This is why this is one of the reasons why you should be with us, right? So anytime we wrote a press release, we wrote like a short introduction on Facebook and, read more at our website, and then people were clicking at it, people are reading it. But then we realized, well, if most of the people are on Facebook, yes, we're going to publish our article on our website, but we're going to give them more information on Facebook, so there is no that friction that they have to go somewhere else. Click on a link, open it up, read it. They can possibly read it in a shorter version on Facebook, right? So basically, we stopped sharing the links to our website because we thought, it's not necessary anymore. So people, they were. We didn't have the traffic anymore. We were fine with it because Facebook was the king. But since things changed on Facebook, you're not getting even so much visibility if you're not paying for the post on Facebook. It's kind of okay, now you don't have people coming to your website and you don't have that many people, on Facebook. We still have a huge amount of people and we have 95,000 people on the social media stuff. But
let me bring it up.
It's Facebook.com/Mato Homoa. So he has I think 85,000 people there. Yeah, but combined with the Instagram, YouTube, and everything, it's around 1995. But so yeah, the interesting thing is that I feel like it makes sense that these guys decided we're gonna go back to our website because there is so much content on these Medium, like Facebook or Medium, or website, not website.
Yeah, they own the content. Medium, yeah. When they decide to shut it down, or there's no place where your content lives. They can take it and walk away with it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, but then you have to teach people to go to your website. And if they're on the website, you can serve some ads or something, which, you are the owner of your content. So, yeah, it makes sense. So, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it also, you probably, when Facebook will be gone, where does your content live? Do you, cross-publish it on the website? Or how did you do it?
Yeah, we still have it. We still have our content on our website. That's the website. Our website is still the king, right, with the information. So it's all there. We do newsletters. If Facebook dies, well, then it dies. I don't know. Somebody else is going to replace it. We definitely see there are more and more people showing up on Instagram, and they're more interested in short stories. I would say I don't know if like Instagram changed the patterns of people, because I bet, you know, before people were okay to like to read a lot, they were like investing all the time on Facebook now, and nobody has time. Everybody's on Instagram, just like clicking through stories. You're not even scrolling in feed. Like you scroll twice and you are bored with it, right? I feel like, I don't know, like Instagram maybe changed our patterns with Snapchat. Let's see. What we're gonna do? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see you cross-publish everything here.
Yeah.
You do not have the videos embedded on your website.
Yeah, that's true. We used to have also like the photos are coming from Facebook, so that's a nice plugin on WordPress that you can have that. So all the photos are coming from Facebook, because we realized you post the video on our photo on Facebook, you don't want to post the same thing, you don't want to refresh them and repost them again. So it's more convenient. With YouTube, we are like, well, we could definitely, you know, like every single time we publish video, there are not so many right now. Like we could definitely put it on our, you know, we could create articles, post, you know, on WordPress and have it there, but it was just like, nah, it's just too much work. So we like, if like everyone can go to YouTube and check it out there. So we are like sending traffic out of our website, which is true.
Because
and then like
basically, I now see that I clicked on a photo. It's still hosted on Facebook. It's owned by Facebook. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and we just like find it more convenient for us and for the users, you know. But there's a good plugin which shows up, shows the latest posts from Facebook on the main page. So it's basically all like cross connected. So the website, you know, if there is, let's say, you write a press article before a race and during the race day and after the race, you know. So we might have like 3 articles, but then the next race is in 1 month. So. And those people who are not on Facebook, because there are still some people, there might be still some sponsors, you know, who are not on Facebook, they can still go to our website, they can read the news, plus they see the stream, right, even though you're not on Facebook. So you see there is like something, what's happening, what's going on, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yep.
Great. Yep. Awesome. Andre,
cool.
I think we covered a lot of topics today. Like we went from voice assistant to product hunt marketing to SEO.
Yeah, I like it. This is a good conversation.
Yeah, I like it too. I like the rambliness, like the spontaneous conversation, like the natural.
Yeah, I think that this really works, and it's funny because like on my main screen on my computer, I'm looking at Audacity, like the sound waves, and then I have my phone next to it. Where I'm checking your screen, but yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's fun. We should do that live stream thing more often. I feel like that's a fun way to engage with the audience live while we're recording.
Totally, yeah.
We got 5 likes so far. No one was commenting or something, but I saw some people were joining the live stream for a short time.
You know, USA is sleeping right now, and I don't know. Germany has I don't know what. Today it's like almost after lunch.
Yeah, it's 3 p.m.
Yeah. One thing which I was thinking about, it really depends, I guess, what you're sharing. So if you share Audacity, people might be like, oh, I don't know, what is this? This was very tech, you know. But like if you put, I think immediately when you open the Porsche website, I was like, this is the selling point. This is what people might be clicking on, you know.
Yeah.
But we should definitely try to do an Instagram just for fun, like try everything.
Yeah.
You know?
I would love to start with Instagram, but the program I use now, it's called Ecamm. It only does Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and what was the other one? I don't remember. There were 4, but not Instagram. So I think Instagram you need to do with your phone still. They do not have an API for that. But we can try that
might be
next
also
time.
Interesting, yeah. We can try it out, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Andre, cool. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. It was a good chat. Thank you, Sammy.
Yeah. Where can, for the listeners, where can they find you on the internet if they want to reach out?
Just get in touch on the Instagram, ONDREJHOMOLA.
So it's Andre. Let's
yeah.
bring it up here in the live stream.
Yeah.
That's the guy. So if you see that face.
Oh, am I live on?
Yeah, you're live.
The streaming is a bit delayed, so I don't. Oh, shit.
If everyone was wondering what that second voice was on the live stream, it was that guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Great. So
Cool.
people can find myself on Instagram or on Twitter or everywhere on the net with my first name and then my last name, so SAMMYSCHUCKERT. So feel free to reach out, let us know how you liked this episode, how you liked the more spontaneous style again compared to the other episodes before. And don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating on the iTunes or any platform you are listening to podcasts on. If that's like pressing a heart, that means a lot to us. And share it with friends, family, and let them know that this is a podcast you're listening to.
Yeah, exactly. Do that. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, great. Andre, have a nice day.
All right.
And happy birthday tomorrow.
Ooh, thank you so much. All right.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye, Sammy.
I will stop the recording, and then we go offline with the live stream. And finishing the live stream now.